Okay, Wales have overcome a very physical South African side, 20 points to 11. Second half was dominated by South Africa. First half, the first 16, 17 minutes, Wales got out to a lightning start. It was a very open start. Wasn't expecting that from South Africa to be as open, but hey, they were willing to throw it around as well. It did backfire on them. Wales also enjoy throwing it around, good support running. Wales get two quick tries from Thomas Francis and Liam Williams. They're 14-0 up. Pollard slots a penalty just to keep South Africa in the game. And then there's the Jesse Creel disallowed try. You can debate on another day, was there enough of the ball touching the ground? Was it held up? TMO was given the wording of no try on the field, couldn't see grounding from the touch judge and the ref, which I think was the right question to ask. Therefore, the benefit of the doubt now goes with the officials on the field. Not in past years, when it went to TMO, it was the benefit of the doubt was always given to the attacking team. That kind of interpretation is evolving. It was the right call to go to the TMO, and it could have gone either way. We've seen them go either way in the past, but South Africa had momentum. They carried it on into the beginning of the second half, which then they pretty much dominated on possession stakes. They were battering away at the Welsh line. So Sean Edwards will be very, very happy with the Welsh defence. They did, however, ship a try to Jesse Creel, but that took 15, 16 minutes of sustained phase after phase by the South Africans, but the Welsh couldn't get their hands on the ball. Possibly they could have brought Dan Bigger in earlier. Anscombe had missed a couple of kicks as well. Pollard missed a lot of kicks again. So I couldn't convert Jesse Creel's try. Janshis comes on and slots a penalty, and therefore keeps the scoreboard ticking over for South Africa. It's 14-11. It is a bit nervy. Dan Bigger does what he does best, and that's calm the situation down. Two quick penalties, makes it 20 points to 11. It was still a brutal encounter. There were a fair few players looking a little bit worse for wear in both halves. This African side is a side still in transition. They're in a much better place now than when Rassie Erasmus took them over. He's installed a positive atmosphere around their camp. You can tell that. He's installed some kind of structures in that he didn't have before. The players look happier. The players look fitter, more motivated. And yeah, they lost today. But on another day, they could win by a hatful of points. Had that disallowed try been given, had Pollard got his kicks, we're looking at a different scoreline. On the one-off day, Wales will take that win. That's 9 wins in a row for Wales, the first time since 2000 they have done that. So Wales can be satisfied with their autumn. And on the South African side, they've still got 12 months to fix a few of the issues they have. Ball retention's one. Discipline's another. They were giving away a lot of penalties. Breakdown needs to be worked on, but you can tell they're going into 2019 on a positive note. They found some new players as well. Colbe as a winger looks a really exciting prospect. He is on the smaller side of modern rugby standards, but he's lightning quick. He's exceptionally strong for a small man as well. So there are some positives for South Africa. This time next year, I will still expect South Africa to be, one of the lesser favourites for the World Cup. They're still one of the best nations in the world. When it comes to the World Cup, they turn up. They've never failed to get out of a group. They are a physical side, but they're also showing more expansive sides to their game. Wales, their defence has been rock solid yet again, and since Sean Edwards went in as defence coach, that defence has improved year on year on year. That would be one of the best defensive performances I've seen from a Welsh side in a very, very long time. Game management, they can improve on, but now Wales have that depth in the fly half position they didn't have, let's say, 3 years ago. You've got 4 or 5 players who could wear that number 10 jersey and put a performance in. I don't think Anscombe necessarily. I think he's more of a fullback now than fly half. He's shown a lot of fullback. Some of his kicks to touch that missed from penalties in the World Cup, that's going to prove crucial. Today, one-off test match in the autumn series, it's not the end of the world. But this African side, if they were to play them in the World Cup next year, in the knockout stages, or God forbid a final, and that was to happen, I wouldn't be surprised if the South Africans, who have better game management for a long period of time, take more advantage of that because the South Africans are still experimenting with their lineup. Same with the Welsh. But I think South Africa will be disappointed in some of their handling errors, considering that the roof was shut. Some of their kicking a goal. Andre Pollard has been a bit off the radar. The last couple of games hasn't been perfect with his goal kicking. I think he'll be frustrated with that. He knows he's got the distance for it. It's the accuracy that's been letting him down the last couple of test matches. But overall, I think fair result. Welsh defence is the cornerstone of how they play. They base their game off a solid defence and then more flowing attack, a lot of support running, a lot of offloads. Obviously, they've had a lot of injuries as well, so this is not a full strength Welsh squad at the moment. You could list a whole starting 15 of players that would be around the squad out injured, and of course Sam Warburton has had to retire because of injuries, so they've lost one of their key leaders as well in the last 12 months. His replacement, Josh Navidi's been injured, so Tipperich has had to play 80 minutes, and he's doing that more regularly, which is a good sign. There were fears that he might go purely to sevens. Tipperich is now able to do 80 minutes, so that strengthens their back row as well. Also, they found some good finds and some good young players who've come through. In the last year, they've really taken leaps and bounds. They were put into the position to play because of injuries and suspensions and retirements a year ago, and it was a bit not so great. The Six Nations, they were forced to. Again, injuries forced them to really scrape the barrel of their depth, and some of those players really put their hands up and said, "Hey, we want the jersey. We want to perform for the jersey," and that competitive spirit to get the Welsh jersey now is evident. South Africa, they are going through this transition period. The last couple of years haven't been happy hunting grounds. Rassie Erasmus has done miracle work to get them where they are, and of course, I think that the year they've had, they haven't been blown out in Test matches. They've been close in all of them. They've beaten the All Blacks. So it's just a team of consistency for South Africa and cutting out those annoying errors. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below. And I'll have some more videos for you soon. I apologise that I can't do an Irish review. I've missed the first half because it clashed with this game. And this game was really engrossing. I thought South Africa might do it in the second half. And the Welsh defence buckled but didn't break. So I will have to catch the highlights when I can. But thank you very much for watching. And I'll have some more videos for you soon.